Hey Adirondack family, it's Colin bringing you this week's Coach's Corner, and this week we're going to talk about how training changes your athlete's body. So we get a lot of new athletes in our new session, and sometimes they're not quite bought in on why they are here. And the challenge with sports performance type training and improving your speed, agility, strength, and power is it takes time. You can go you could go and see one of your skills coaches and maybe improve your jump shot or your lacrosse shot or some sort of specific element of your game pretty quickly in a coaching session. But when it comes to getting stronger, faster, more explosive, that takes time. So you come in and you do a training session with us, right? You're not necessarily going to see the improvement in your game the next day. And in fact, you may be actually a little beat up the next day, maybe a little fatigued, a little sore, especially with your first session, and we overreach a little too much. Day two, that should start to wear off, and you're starting to compensate, and super compensate is what we're looking for. You're adapting to that stress, but it's really not until we'll call it 3 to 4. Potentially 6 weeks where you start to actually feel differently. So in those first 3 to 4 weeks, you're going to start to feel a little bit more tone. You're going to feel a little tighter. You're going to feel a little bit stronger. We haven't really, you're not going to really see a huge, maybe muscular weight change where you've gained a bunch of a muscle, but you'll start to have the nervous system impacts where your nervous system is becoming more coordinated. You're able to get more electricity down the wires, as I like to tell the athletes, so that you're able to do things more coordinated, more powerfully, and stronger and lift loads. When we get into that, 8 and 12 weeks, that's when muscle, you're going to put on some more muscle. You should really feel some major changes in how your body is performing on the field, in your practices. And that is usually where most athletes miss. They just don't train consistently enough in order to get those adaptations at 12 weeks. They get kind of a little bored at 4 weeks, they start to feel better, and then they start to drop off, not realizing that they have to keep showing up. At a year, when we train with athletes consistently, our 2 and 52, so that's 2 workouts a week, 52 weeks a year, really cool stuff happens. They're usually PRing significantly higher than they were even 6 months prior. Their ease of lift, like we've actually have to increase their volume because what they're doing is just not as stressful as it was 6 months ago. They're able to maintain their speeds, and maybe if they take a little time off, they can get back to their top speeds and power output very quickly, and they're able to load things and do lifts that other athletes are not able to do. But at that time, it's just if you're doing 2 and 52, you've bought into how it makes you feel in the field, and that there's no other way to train without incorporating this physical type of training in their program. So those are kind of the few things of how long it's going to take, what it's going to feel like over the first couple months of your training journey. If you need help getting started, getting faster, getting stronger, getting more powerful, you want to do it consistently, safely, come reach out to us. We'd love to have you come in, try a free training session. We look forward to seeing you on